Our lessons at Wheatley Park School are great.
All the students are engaged in learning and the teachers give you support.
Well, they're fun and interactive.
Like there's something different each time and we always get along, which is pretty good.
The lessons are always fun and they're exciting.
And most lessons, when they're really fun, I learn quite a lot.
Well, I like a lot of stuff about my lessons because we get to do really fun activities and they're really interesting. We do new stuff every lesson.
There are multiple good things. One of them is that the teacher sets a good level of work and everyone gets on with that work quite quickly. And if there are any distractions, the teacher is quite quick to stop the distractions so we get on with learning quicker.
People really want to learn and people are eager to learn and it's not disruptive and it's a good environment.
Well, the students are really engaged in all the lessons and the teachers are really supportive and they help us further our learning and push us to do better than what our results are already and give us feedback on what we need to improve.
Teachers really are very good at kind of leading us back into being focused and keeping everything kind of interesting, so we really want to learn.
There was always lots of exciting things happening in our lessons.
In PE, when we do whole group activities, well, we get to experience what it's like to play in team, develop our skills of teamwork. In Year 7 we had the Mode of the Blue Boy mystery thing, where our head of year dressed up as a detective and we had to go around the school and find clues, and then it was a big learning day and we had activities to do. So they were involved in maths, English, and it was fun because you got to mix with all the year and engage with other students. We have several big learning days around the year.
Drama is really fun because sometimes I get stage fright a little bit, so it makes me feel more confident.
In one of our science lessons we exploded some metals in water and that, the reactive metals, and that was fun.
I like science because the experiments and explosions, well, they're really fun.
The teachers, they weren't monitoring us, but they gave us a lot of freedom to do what we wanted to do.
I find in psychology we do a lot of debating, which I think then allows people to have their own opinion on things that they may not have had before, so it kind of allows them to think outside the box and have a different view on things that they may not have had previously.
Computing, we were doing Python, but because Sir wants us to learn a different language, we did one lesson on Visual Basics. That was quite fun.
I think the variety within the lessons is good because we're not stuck to just textbooks and stuck to questions. We do more than that. We go out and have trips and we use Chromebooks, and there's a lot of variety within the lessons.
The way the school use Chromebooks is really good because it's safe.
We use Google Docs and other form of Google to help our learning so that we can find other outside sources other than textbooks, so that we can get more variety of knowledge and other ways of learning. And Google allows us to work real time with other students and teachers so that we can edit things at the same time as teachers.
Well, we have really good trips, we had the Year 7 camp, I always remember that was great. And in lessons, it's just good because there's a really good kind of vibe throughout the school and positive, and everyone's just having fun.
All students at Wheatley Park School aim not only to be in the green zone, but aspire to be in the purple zone.
Purple zone learning is pushing yourself to the limit and doing things that maybe you wouldn't normally do.
So you get more out of it, you get letters home of appreciation.
Almost excellence, kind of after you've done the basic work, what next? What's your next thing? What sparks your curiosity? What extra learning are you going to do? It's kind of that initiative that people have.
And you'll be determined to carry on, and if there's ever bad behaviour in class, you'll ignore it and you'll carry on. And
Well, it means when the teachers recognise you're doing something well and they give us achievement points because of it, and the achievement points go to big competitions to who gets the most and stuff.
You also get put in purple zone pages. Purple zone pages is where all the people that get purple zone, they get put in there. You get purple zone pages in the email every week.
To me, it means that you've worked really hard and it's an achievement.
Constantly trying to better yourself, what you're doing.
You get a letter home in assembly, you get your name called out.
Really striving for excellence and trying to really do the best you can.
And you just aim to be the best you can be, really.
It's all about being like curious, like you've got to be curious about what you're learning about, and it's about everybody learning together. The school's motto is everybody learning, so it's good when everyone is learning.
We have fantastic teachers at Wheelie Park School.
They're nice and they're friendly. You can talk to them easily.
The teachers know when to push us, but they know if we do need help, they know how to help us.
All the teachers are really friendly, and every morning they'll come over and say good morning to you and ask how you are.
Well, there's sort of, some of them, they're not exactly just teachers, they're your friends sometimes, so you could talk to them.
They teach us to be independent and provide lots of support for those who need it.
The teachers are always happy. You never really see a grumpy teacher.
They've all got different personalities, they're all interesting, they're kind to you and they care about us.
They also know when to get how to get the class engaged in a bit of learning.
They support you a lot and just help out if you need help, and they give you a lot of good feedback, so telling you what you need to improve and being just supportive.
The supportiveness, the fact that you can ask them a question, and even no matter how stupid, if you think it's stupid, there is no stupid question with them.
Their passion towards their subjects, I find it really, for me personally anyway, I find it quite impressive that people are very, very passionate towards their subjects, and it kind of makes me want to learn because their passion kind of rubs off, so it's interesting to see them be so interested in their subject.
Our tutors, they're really useful. Around now we're all starting to write our personal statements, think about what we want to do after sixth form. Like most of us are thinking about going to university, and I found that having my tutor has really helped me to narrow down what I want to do, because I really didn't have any idea what I wanted to do at the start of this year. And we just had a meeting, sat down, and he just talked through what I was thinking about, where would be a good place to go.
At Wheelie Park School, learning does not stop when we leave the classroom.
I get involved in quite a few sporting activities. Also at school we have The Edge, and recently I've done a bake sale for charity. So we raise money for a charity called Sober House.
Well, with our reward experiences, we get the choice of lots of activities, and most of them are done outside of lessons.
The Edge is a website that you'll put activities on, for example, doing an assembly in school, raising money for charity, doing events after school.
You get the reward activities for not getting C2s and staying in the green zone for a whole term.
I do the trampolining club after school on Mondays because my sister did it and she really loved it, so I decided to give it a try, and now I really love it because it's so active.
I do DT club because I really like DT. I do computing club because I like to learn some new stuff in computing, because computing I sometimes find hard, so it's nice to go along and learn some new things.
In maths this year we did a peer tutoring scheme where some of the higher achieving students took on one or two students who weren't doing as well as they could be, and after school every Thursday we just all sat together and we'd work through questions, helping each other and helping people to be able to do what we know they can do. That helps younger students know that older students are there to support them and help them with their education.
I applied to be head girl and I did get it, which was amazing, and that opportunity has kind of sparked a lot of things that I now wish I can take on. So I've now enrolled in D&V, which we've just come back from Snowdonia, which was also amazing, seeing all the views. It's kind of given me that confidence to do more and take more opportunities that our school offer, because there's so much out there.
And then I also do, last year I did the school production, and that was fun because you made lots of new friends and you had an experience of what it's like to be up on stage in front of lots of people.
I do the play and it feels like a community. I've been doing it for a few years now, and it's just, it's good to perform something and do something, to be able to know that you've made something with a group of people and you can put that in the final performance.
Athletics, because it's really fun and I want to be an athlete when I'm older.
Now I go tennis, there's cricket, there's trampolining, there's a lot more rounders as well.
I'm part of the Rounders Club and netball when it's season time, because it's just nice to be part of like a group and just feel part of something, make friends, and yeah.
I do a lot of PE clubs because they're quite sporty. The PE clubs are always good.
I got involved in World Challenge, which is a 4-week trip to Ecuador this summer. It takes 2 years, year 11 and 12, to a country which is outside of the UK, obviously, and usually quite far, usually like a remote-ish country, somewhere which may not be as economically active as the UK. Sounded like something that would be really fun to do, go and learn about a new culture, go and try some new food, or spend just 4 weeks away with your friends, trekking. There's helping people there, which would be just a nice thing to do. We've done group fundraising and individual fundraising, like we did a team quiz where we invited all our families and friends and they all came and we held a quiz for the evening, and it's just, everyone had a good time really.
Our school community is built on a foundation of tolerance and acceptance.
We accept one another as we treat everyone equally.
We have extended tutorials in form time for like discrimination, sexism, racism, and we'll learn to be kind and caring to each other.
Well, we kind of taught to respect each other. Like, we have tutor times and we all talk to one another and we're quite close. I think as a school, like as a community, everyone is very open and supports one another.
Normally if you see someone being bullied or anything, you would go to the lodge or you would tell a teacher. There's also like this Safer School website that helps people who don't really a bit insecure about telling someone.
If like someone's bullying you or something, we have like, there's this like website where you use to you type in and the teachers will know what's happening and they'll help you.
Help you sort out the situation to make you feel more safe and happier at school.
We have assemblies teaching us to be tolerant to one another, and we sometimes do it in extended tutorial as well.
I think most people by now have got a solid understanding of like how to respect everyone, how to treat each other like equally, and I don't think there's much like discrimination or anything around school.
When we try to like get along, and when we're not getting along, there's always someone who will be there to help you and get you back on your feet, and then they'll help you and you guys will try to be friends. Well, we're encouraged to go over to people who look left out and then welcome them into your groups of friends so that they're not lonely and they don't feel bad about themselves.
There's difference in everyone is different, and I feel the community of our school really helps that, for younger students anyway, to see older students kind of not be bothered by the colour of someone, not to be bothered by their religion or their sexuality or anything like that. So I think the community of the school really helps us be more tolerant with diversity.
The core values are showing determination, taking responsibility, and seeking challenge.